Megavanan, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am, and today on a very special Tolkien Thursday, we're doing Lord of the Rings Online. Now, I'm doing a special Thursday stream because I'm going to be out of town for the next few days. There is a gaming convention in the San Francisco Bay Area. I haven't been to it in a few years. I used to be very regular. The first time I went to it was about 40 years ago. That's right, 40 years ago. It's called DundraCon. It's a board gaming, role-playing games, miniatures, LARPing, you name it. Covers everything convention. There was about 1,500 people there last year. It's going to be at the Santa Clara Marriott, right near Levi Stadium, where they had the Super Bowl just recently. If you're in the area, I'd like to come by and see me. Look for the strange-looking dude with the fedora. And that'll be me. So come on by, say hello. I'd love to meet you, love to say hello to people. But we're going to go ahead and get started here in Middle-earth. So let me go and get loaded in. Just as a reminder, if there are any in-game events that you'd like for me to advertise on my stream, please send me the information. Post it down below on the YouTube if you see it. Post it. Send me an email at talisian@gmail.com with the subject LOTRO events. Or you can post it on my Discord server. The link is also down below, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. I'd like to share the events, and I've been to a few of them before, and I tell you, some of the in-game events that they have are absolutely wonderful. I've been to Weathertop a couple of times. I've been to other events. I've been a couple of people who did some trick-or-treating stuff that was really fun. And I'd love to go ahead and share that information with everybody and advertise it for people. So please, let me know about it. Now, looking over the calendar, looks like we've just got the 18th anniversary gift, if you have not received it yet. It looks like we're coming up to the end of LI Reward Track Season 16. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and see where I'm at. By the way, if you want to open up your Legendary Items Reward Track, it is... Shift I do believe. Yes, Shift and I is the track. I'm up to 75, I think. No, I'm just about to hit 70, which is going to get me an incomparable tracery token. Very important reward. Need to save those. And then the next big one after that is going to be the legendary coffer of the Zatani Council, which will crack tracery token and a housing bundle for the Zatani Council. And that'll be at LI Reward level 75. And there's still 19, little over 19 days left on the track if you're looking to collect it. And nice thing is that you will get an in-game notice whenever you have a reward available to pick up, which I think is a very nice thing for them to do. I think they should hold off on it, though. Do it once per day, and then when you get down to the last couple of days, do it every time you earn one so you don't miss them. Because right now, every time you earn one, it shows up. I think it's just a minor tweak, but it's not that big a deal. I think people should get these rewards as soon as they get it, because you get all sorts of good things on here. You get, like I said, a housing bundle. You can get tracery tokens, which you can use at the Word Horde of Gobatham in Rivendell to upgrade your LIs. You get ancient scripts. You get runes to advance them. You get all sorts of good things. And then at the top end, you usually get a, in this case, you get a cracked tracery token, legendary enhancement runes, ancient script, and the Tome of the Helpful Deep Daw Whelp, which is a in-game pet. That's at 100. And then after that, every level that you get after that, you're going to get a random legendary item reward, either ancient script or tokens or traceries. So I think it's a good thing. Always stay on top of your Legendary Items Reward Track if you're in game. Alright, so let me text something here real quick, and let's go ahead and see. Now, hopefully... Oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. Every day is a Hobbit's birthday, and we are the fortunate ones to get the presents, and it looks like I have a silver and a gold. Now, the silver everyone gets, so let's see what it is. 50 Virtue XP and a Battle Poke and a Restoration, which is always good. Removes up to 3 disease effects. Disease, wound, fear, or poison effects. The other one, the gold ones, you only get if you're a VIP, and the rewards are obviously better. So let's see what we get. 200 Virtue XP and a massive pile of gold scraps worth 3 gold coins. And of course, you get the Virtue XP. So I'm getting about 250 Virtue XP. I don't know if we still have the bonus in play. We still do have a bonus in play. So I actually am getting 260, 325 total from those two. So very, very nice. Very, very nice. All right. I think my sounds are a little loud. Let me turn them down just a bit. There we go. That's a little bit better for my ears. Hopefully it's going to be okay for everybody else too. If it gets a little low, let me know and I can go ahead and turn it up. Now, we are hopefully coming to the end of our fun in Wildermore. I've been working in Wildermore for quite a while now. Looks like we've been here for about, I want to say about 12 hours or so. Need to move a few of my items around in game here. Looks like I've been here about 12 hours in game, and I'm honestly ready to move on. Ready to go to another location. Continue with the epic quest. We're up to Volume 3, Book 11, Chapter 1. But I want to finish up Wildermore. Hey, Destus Garter. No, I literally just got into game. Was just going over my spiel and stuff. Gonna hopefully finish up Wildermore today. Fingers crossed, toes crossed. You know, anything else crossed you can think of. Because I realized on one of the next mobile streams, I've been in Wildermore for over 12 hours. 6 streams on Wildermore. I'm ready to move on to the next zone, let me tell you. I mean, it's been fun here, but I'm ready to move on. Let's go, guys. All right, so currently we are working with the women who from Byre Tor, and looks like they finally made peace with Ranbeld, who was the former girlfriend of the Reeve, and so right now we've made peace with them. So we're going ahead and seeing what other things they have to do. It looks like they each have quests for us to complete. So we'll go ahead and complete those real quick. Dang, yeah, it took me a while to get out. Yeah, it's starting to be a drag because I'm just ready to move on to a new zone. I want something new. I want to move on to the story. I want to continue with the stuff with Bingo Boffin. Oh, I should probably add that to my quest tracker. Adventures about the Ballad of Bingo Boffin. Oh, I have it on there already. Need to get the townfolk of Osserley when you arrive. Okay. So let's go ahead now and wrap this up. Armed for anything.
Saruman will pay for the crimes of the White Hand.
I've been unkind to Ranmald for foolish reasons. I see it now. But we shan't let her be alone now. With our family gone and a little one on the way, eh? If you fix me up with some weapons and basic supplies, I'll teach these others to fight and we'll defend this cave to the very last. Not the weapons aren't needed, but I should like to have them just the same. Go to the outskirts of Byre Tor and see what you can scrounge up, but try not to let any orcs see you. You don't want them following you back here. 2 axes, 3 cooking supplies, 4 weapons, but do not draw too much attention from the orcs. And it looks like Ethel has a quest for me.
How could we possibly survive this?
What we need most of all is milk for the child, or if worse comes to worst, meat for the spit. I tended to goat herd for Byre Tor, and I'm sure some are still alive. Go out and catch ye some goats and bring 'em back. They're good creatures, and they'll follow ye. 3 frightened goats. And last but not least, Cleophod. Digging in.
Saruman will pay for the crimes of the White Hand.
Don't you worry no more. We were petty before, but there's a child a coming, and we're women of Byre Tor. I delivered 20 babies, so Ranmald's in good hands. Well, since we'll be settling in for a while until mother and child are fit to walk far, I'll be needing some firewood to get us started. See if the other ladies need anything for our stay, and then you must go and continue your heroism with the rest of Wildermore, so we can get home again. Okay, there we go. So now I have my quests. Let's see what we can do. Let's get buffed up before we go. I'm going to need to hop on my cook here probably after this stream. Yes, definitely after this stream I'll have to hop on my cook. And get things going there. Okay, so now that we've stepped out, well, there's some firewood right there, so that's good. We'll take a look at the map real quick and see where we need to go. Looks like everything is just in this general area here. So that's good. I'm not going to have to travel far for this. But yeah, I actually did a little stream yesterday of the new expansion for Diablo 2. They actually released an expansion for it that included a brand new class, which are introducing in D4 and Immortal later in the year, the Warlock. And so I went ahead and ran that for a little while and played it. Unfortunately, though, I couldn't get the stream uploaded. I'm still working on it, so hopefully that'll be up before hopefully that'll be up online before I can get going in game here. Let me fix my personal volume here. There we go. That should be better. That should be better on everybody's ears. And by the way, as I mentioned before, if you've got any sound issues, something is too loud, or you're having problems hearing it, please let me know. I can go ahead and correct it. Like I said, I had to, yesterday after that stream, I tried to log into game and I was unable to. So I actually ended up having to completely re-download Lord of the Rings Online before it would work. I think there was a problem with the patch. That's what I suspect. Frightened goat. Caught a frightened goat. Now, can I catch more than one at a time? Okay, yes I can. So let's get the, if the third one is nearby, there's the firewood. If I can get the firewood and the goats done. There's 6 of the firewood that I need. I need 2 more firewood and 1 more goat. If I can get that part done, then I can head to Byre Tor. And I'd rather do that quest separately. There we go. And I need 1 more firewood. There it is. There's the firewood, and lead the goats to the cave. They will find their way if you become separated. Okay. So let's go ahead and... yeah, this way. Want to at least turn in the goats and the firewood before I head to Byre Tor, just because it makes life a lot easier. The goats have arrived safely. Okay, so let's go on ahead in. We'll turn these 2 quests in that I completed, and there are the goats.
War is upon us. Down with Isengard!
Hild gives the goats a fond smile. Oh, poor frightened dears. We'll do our best not to eat ye, little goats. We can keep each other alive, eh? Good. And now we'll talk to Cleoflat and turn in the firewood.
Saruman will pay for the crimes of the White Hand.
This'll do nice. We'll keep Raymond warm till she's out of danger. Now, go and help the other refugees. They ran into the Balewood. They'll need it. Alright, so now we'll head into Byre Tor proper and see what we can do about getting those items, and that's going to be that way. I don't need the goats following me anymore, people. I really don't need the goats following me. I guess they're going to follow me anyway. Okay, so I guess I got a couple of goats. I don't know if they'll fight anything. We'll see. We'll see if I've actually got some fighters with me. That would be kind of funny. I want to see if they're going to fight. No. It's going to make being stealthy a whole lot of fun, that's for sure. There we go. Oh, I drew too much. So I can't defeat any of the orcs. Oh, that's going to be fun to complete this quest. Okay. There's cooking supplies. By getting close, I can see the hatchet. Okay, so I need 2 more weapons, 1 more axe, and 1 more cooking supplies. There's the cooking supplies. There's a weapon stash. So 1 more weapon and 1 more axe. Don't know if I can make this. Okay, good. I can. Okay. There's the hatchet. Looks like it's clear here. Now I just need 1 more weapons cache, and there it is. Now let's bring the supplies and see if I can sneak around again without drawing too much attention. Didn't say I failed the quest, so I should be okay. Go down this way here. Here we go. Alright, looks like I'm clear, so let's go ahead and head back to Firthwyn. Come on, get up, get up. There we go.
How could we possibly survive this?
Thank ye. These will do well until we can move Reynolds safely out with the child. And now, Reynald has a quest for me.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Must you go to look for him? I was hoping you could stay here, though you did me such a kindness to make these women my friends at last. Yeah, I see you must search for survivors and help them out as you helped us. We will stay here and survive until it's safe to come out again. I do hope we get to meet again, my friend. I have lost so much since Byre Tor was taken, but I have gained so much too. And I don't believe I have any...
How could we possibly
I don't have
survive
a
this?
forge. And 3 black dust piles. Okay. And the goats are no longer following me. That's good. Okay. So now the quest I have is scattering westward. Climb the high peak to the west to look for survivors. Oh, great. Got it. All right. We start off the day with a hot streak. There we go. How far away is that peak? 400 meters? I guess I better mount up. Yeah, we still got some fights to do here. Yep, still got some fights to do. Let's see here. Now I gotta get up there. I think I go over there. You flocking spy. Got him. Where do I need to go? You've bought a small home and smell a cooking fire. Goats? Interesting. Eklaf.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I saw you below, stranger, and wondered if you would venture this way.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Into the bleak forest. If you're in a rush to get under those trees, I saw a campfire just to the southwest not long ago, shortly after the sacking of Byre Tor. Not a good sign for folk to flee under the roof of those trees. Balewood is haunted, you see, and those people need help, if you ask me, but none are brave enough to venture there. And he has a new quest.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Starving in the snow. You ask the man if he needs any assistance since you were passing through. He says, no thank you. I keep to myself up here, and I like it that way. But if you want to know what's amiss up on the storm, the wildcats are more vicious than usual. You might want to have a look into the matter if you have time. Oh, watch out for them crows. They're new. So where do we examine the goats at? To the south. Okay. And a new quest. Spies on the crest. Probably the... I'm assuming that's probably for the flocking spies. Crebain can be found all over the peaks of the western high knolls, especially near the Lonely Height in the northwest. You should defeat the Crebain and collect their beaks to send back to Saruman. Yeah, definitely. Saruman doesn't need to know what's going on. You do not need to know what is going on. Okay. It looks like I'm in double. It looks like I'm in a double area place that I'll find flocking spies and the goats that I need to find. Oh. 10 Crebain beaks, great. Alright, let's see if we can find some Crebain and some... wild goat corpse, that's what I was afraid of. This goat has died of starvation. Creatures of Wildermore are showing signs of fading. New quest, Warband, the High Knolls Blizzard. Is it something I can do? Yes, I can. It is solo, so we're going to take him out. There he is. Oh, great. Great. Effing wonderful. Alright, got him. And I defeated the High Knolls Blizzard on top of it. Alright. You have defeated the High Knolls Blizzard, earning the gratitude of the people of Wildermore. And in the blue box of spoils is 42 marks. Alright. And I just did that Snowcat Slayer of Wildermore. And now I have the advanced deed for that, which is 200 Snowcats and 5 LOTRO points. There's the last goat corpse that I need. You've examined many starved goats in the western hills of the High Knolls. The signs of an epic struggle to survive are apparent all over Wildermore. And I need 6 more Crabane. And I need to remember I have to actually loot them. You see, I'm not when I play Lord of the Rings, I'm not used to actually looting mobs. It kind of throws me off a little bit. I need more Crabane. Let's go ahead and do a search. They're just regular animals, so they're a natural creature, I do believe. Yep, there they are. Very distant and extremely distant. We'll start with that one. This way. Go. And there we go. Find the largest Crabane to carry the beaks back to Saruman. This Crabane is bigger than the others and seems to know that you have a message for it to bear to Saruman. These little spies are most perceptive. You wrap the beaks in a cloth, tie them to the Gravane, and shoot him off. Saruman must be taught that all will resist, all will defy him, wherever he imposes his cruel will. Saruman will see that his cruelty has been defied in Wildermore. You have defied Saruman as best as you could from this remote location. Hopefully he will be vexed by the affront. And that is 22 quests in the High Knolls. Savior of the Lost. That should be 5 more LOTRO points? Or maybe not. So now we need to head into the Balewood to find the owner of the campfire. Looks like... Is that it? Yep. That's a millstone, all right. Skieflig. Croftlands, Wildermore Forlaw, Faldheim Croftlands, Skieflig. No, well, I guess we'll have to head there. And then there's the LOTRO points, and it is 5 more. Let's go ahead and get mounted up. If I've already done enough of the enough of the quests in here, it may just auto-complete and then I can move on. But I'm not 100% sure. How far away is it? Okay, we'll go down. Warband Varg. Is he doable? This is a small fellowship, so it could be a little tight. But he is actually... Where is he? He's over there. He's 82 way. Let's make sure I'm buffed. There he is. Back up. I don't think I'm going to make this one. Nope. Didn't think so. Boo. Boo hiss. One. What a sad face. Alright, we'll go ahead and revive for free since the area looks clear. I don't have to rebuff up. Alright, so we'll go ahead and leave him alone now. Wait. Alright, so now we want to go into the bleak forest. It looks like it's this way. It's not that far away, so we won't mount up. We'll just go ahead and travel. There's Rick's camp. There's the stable master.
You have come to aid us.
There's a millstone. We'll go ahead and pick up the millstone. Oh, we're going to be worth it. Alright. Cerdric's camp. Let's see what he's got.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Are you a ghost? Nobody in their right mind would come here. I wish I had not done so myself.
Yeah, looks like he's got the only quest giver here, so let's see what he's got. He's got one quest.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
The forest is no place for my people. The orcs build forth from the wood each day, and while my men and I have been able to slay a few stragglers, their forest is simply too large for us to engage. If you seek to enter Thangor and search for my people, you must be mindful of their patrols, and know that still even more lurk upon that frozen trail in the forest. Confer with my men. Perhaps they can explain what dangers you face. And once you have done that, look to the road. The orcs pass on their foul mounts. You may have a chance to sneak into the Balewood.
So we'll talk to Frethy.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
So, Cedric would have you enter the forest? There are strange happenings afoot within the Balewood, my friend. It is as if the forest itself has come alive with rage. The few times that I have ventured within to observe the orcs, I have felt eyes on my every move. I know it was not merely my fear of being seen by the orcs, or that something unnatural dwells within. Take heed if you travel into the forest, for more than orcs may rally against ye.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Be wary. The orcs have cut a swath through the forest in Nurzum's wake, and they patrol the path constantly. Their numbers are great, and their armor far thicker than most. I cannot promise you your safety if you stick to the wilds, but I assure you, the orcs will find you, and quickly, if you do not. Stand at the nearby bunker and watch the road. Which way is that bunker? You hear the snarls of warg in the distance. Look to the road. Ah, right there.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
The orcs have passed. It would be wise to stay clear of the road that they have cut through the Balewood, lest to be caught by the raiding parties. The time is now or never. We must venture into the Balewood before another wave advances.
Deed bestowed. Complete quest within the Balewood. 25. Defeat, let's see. And Cedric's got a quest.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Running towards nothing.
You must travel into the forest before more riders rally along the path. If you find any sign of the refugees of Byre Tor, you must aid them if you can. I don't know how close they have come to the forest edge, but if you find anything, a bag, scrap of clothing, footprints, or even one of the fallen, please search us while nearby. My men and I will hold our attention here along the road, but you must go now.
It looks like everything's clear. wrath. There. A snow-covered rucksack. A small rucksack in the distance catches your eye. You stumble upon a snow-covered rucksack in the Balewood. If you move quickly, it is possible you might find some of the refugees of Byre Tor nearby. Note, this instance quest is meant to be run solo. Judging by the light snow on the cover, you believe survivors may still be found nearby. For gathering your wits, you set off in search.
Great and terrible things lurk in the dark of the forest. If any of the refugees from Byre Tor yet survive, they will need aid.
Search the roadway for the sign of Byre Tor refugees. A muffled yell pierces the snowfall as a refugee runs into view. I thank you for your aid, stranger.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Thank you for your friend. Thank you for your aid, friend. Huna struggles to catch his breath. My fellows and I became separated when the wood trolls attacked us. I feel a coward for abandoning them so, but we were defenseless. I know not what fates have befallen them by now. You look like a hearty hunter. Will you aid me in my search for them? I ran for some time, and let me catch my breath. I fear the others were not as fortunate, but we may yet find them. Enough rest. We must find the others. Did you hear that? The snarls of orcs can be heard faintly in the distance.
Our mission is dire.
Let us away. I fear no good will come of us staying on this road. We should take refuge among the trees here, and perhaps then we shall find my fellows. Ah, what fortune, a cave. As we can see. Shut. Oh, Huna, can it be so? Deba, are you safe? Where are the others? For the moment, yes. I discovered an empty cave as I ran. But alas, I have heard naught of the rest of us. A frantic yell coming from the orc roadway pierces the air. That sounded like Leopold. Quickly, to the road. Uh-oh. A surly Uruk captain standing over a wounded refugee sees you approach.
Well, well. Looks like there's more than trees here after all. Chop 'em up, boys.
Will you aid the horse lords?
I think there's no rescue for me, stranger. The Uruk, he's too strong. Leave me.
I'll cut you down myself, wretches. You.
Uh-oh. What's this?
Oh no. Lucky you. Sounds like Durzum's come to crush you himself.
Oh, shit. Rotten heart. I can't move.
Stay away from me. You kind have no power over us.
Oh, ice and ashes while we... Oh. You summon the courage to stand as the vicious horn beats back the Uruk captain. That was Rotten Heart. He was 159,000? Ooh, boy. You've escaped Rotten Heart and the orcs.
What brings you to these lands?
If these are truly the forces we are to contend with in this forest, I hold not much hope of our escape. Nevertheless, thank you for your aid, my friend. We would have succumbed to the cold, even if those monsters had not found us. You know ill will, but such terrors are likely even beyond your skill. You're welcome to stay with us until it is again safe to leave the cave. Come, let us warm ourselves and rest inside. Let us flee into the cave and leave such violence to the likes of them. You ready to follow? Discovered the wild red mushrooms, a collectible. Healer, supplier, I can tell off a few things here real quick.
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
Actually, let's do this here. Trophy, okay.
These lands are not to be traveled lightly.
Dr. Huna.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
I cannot thank you enough for your aid. We've wandered in the cold and dark for some time now, and many of our number are splintered when the orcs and the trees fell upon us. Your bravery in aiding us, especially Leowold, was remarkable. I know not what horrible fates would have visited us had you not intervened. The creatures that roam this forest are those of the most dangerous breeds. You two should remain here at least for a short time, lest they find you again. This cave is no home of mine, but if it keeps us warm, we shall make our camp here for now.
And it looks like there's a couple more quests I can pick up. Huna and Leowold. What does Huna have?
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
No way out.
I know not what lurks outside this cave, my friend. If it is anything that we have seen already, I fear for the worst of all of us. We lack arms, and the winter's chill bites at us even in here. Nothing in this forest welcomes us. I wouldn't be surprised this cave collapses on us. Although the road south is overrun, perhaps there is a way for us to escape, even if only to another cave in the high knolls or to a camp south of which you spoke. We cannot follow the road, lest the riders run us down, but perhaps we can find ways to the northwest or east. Travel outside the cave and tell me if there's any clear path out of this forest. But be safe. We would surely be lost without you.
Oh, and Beba has a quest too. Okay. We got a little bit of time until our next ad break. But I think I can go ahead and talk to Leowold at least.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
I am certain you have heard, but we're not the only ones who fled into the Balewood. Our kinsmen are lost in the forest, and I fear we may never see them again. They are ill-equipped to survive in such conditions, and the orcs hounded us at every turn. From what I have seen of you, you can handle such troubles. If you could, please search for them. When we were separated, we were not far from here, but I don't know how far they may have wandered in the dark.
And we will go ahead and take a break, and I will be right back. And welcome back, everybody. Let's go ahead and continue. We've got Beba's quest.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Keeping back the cold. Huna and Leowold may have concerned themselves with us escaping from this forest, but I don't know how they imagine we can do so after such violent happenings upon the road. It is not beyond me to think that we shall be here for a goodly while, and if we are to survive, we will surely need warmer clothing. The wood trolls harried me until I found this cave, but as I ran, I saw slain orcs on the forest floor. The orcs of this land are very dangerous to be certain, but if you could tear the clothing from those that lay slain, we could survive the chill that reaches even into this cave. We'll not speak of the odor we shall be forced to endure, but such is the price of survival. If you can retrieve those clothes for me, I can tailor them into something more fitting for the sizes of others. Alright. That seems to be that way. No way out. The orcs control the main pathway through the Balewood. The refugees would not make it far this way. There's an orc camp up there. I probably will have to head into there eventually. Nope, we'll have to go around. You have encountered a glade of wandering horns. There is no safety here. Where are the orcs that I need to find, or the survivors? There we go. This refugee of Byre Tor succumbed to the cold. I hear a tree. There it is. Up there? I think I can go up this way. Yep, there we go.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
A cave. Well, thank you. Thank you, stranger. You found one of the refugees of Byre Tor. There's a horn. And looks like there's a quest to defeat wood trolls too, or a deed for wood trolls. That one was hiding a shadowy wraith. And I will take those tattered shadows. Thank you very, very much. I found another one of the slain orc. Collected clothing from one of the fallen orcs. One thing I haven't been doing has been my deeding. I've picked up a whole bunch of these tasks, but I've been so busy worrying about questing, I haven't done any of my, haven't done my daily tasks for a while, so. Which way do I need to go? What is that? That is... Or I don't want to deal with him. Let's head north. We need to find orcs, and we need to find... Where are you? And there's Varg. I'll leave him alone. I don't think I still have the quest, do I? I still have the quest. I could try it again. Should be no. I did get him though. I may not have gotten his followers, but I did get him, so I do get credit for the quest. You've defeated Varg and his warband, well, most of it, and secured a more peaceful future for the denizens of the Balewood, and a red box of Wildermore spoils. And in that red box, 56 marks. There we go. Might, vitality, no good. Ooh, it's a bow, but I have a better bow. Oh. Nope. And, ooh. 95 agility, 72 vitality, and 376 critical rating. I'd lose some Fizz Mastery, lose the bonus to Ancient Evil. But I do get minus 90 armor instead of minus 64 with this list of axe. Ooh, so tempted. And 57, yeah, we'll do it. Oh, no. There we go. Five, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. And I gotta get rebuffed up again. Double sad face. Double sad face. Sad face. Okay. Yeah, I'm running out of food rapidly. Well, last time I figured I was going to be out of here and starting to find Earlingus stuff, but I didn't, so at least not yet. So I'll have to make up some more. Okay, where? Such an annoying quest. This is getting to be a very annoying quest. There we go. There we go. Company. This refugee has met his hands at the end, met his end at the hand of the orcs. There we go. There's 4. There's another refugee.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
How lucky am I to have been found. Thank you for your aid.
There we go. There we go. There's the orcs. There's the clothing from the orcs. Now I just need to find 2 more refugees. This one, bruises and wide wounds marked as refugee. Must have been a work of the wood trolls. There he is. Oh, come on, come on, come on, thank you.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
The cold bites at me, stranger. There must be shelter. Thank you for finding me in these bleak woods.
Wood trolls lurk all around you. The refugees could not defend against such creatures. Alright, back to the cave. Up to Huna first.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
No way out.
Alas, it is as I feared.
Huna's face sinks, and he turns to look at the others before shifting back to you.
So then, we are trapped in this cave, and the enemy lurks just outside. Curse that monster. I cannot believe what he...
Huna's eyes begin to fill with tears, but he composes himself quickly.
Your efforts are appreciated, even if we must remain here for now. If you could aid us further, I and the others would be so grateful.
Leowald, who wanted to find the refugees.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
It is sorrowful to hear the fates of the fates that befell some of my kin. This forest is a sorry place to meet one's end, and to such creatures. Although I am glad to see these three among our number again, I fear that we too are simply awaiting a similar fate here. If you were to remain here with us, I am certain that there are more ways you can aid us still.
And Bubba wanted the orc clothing. Or Beba.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
What a horrific stench. I know not the sense origin, and yet it overpowers everything. How foul those orcs are. Still, I'd rather stink at their filth than end up frozen in this cave. Thank you for your aid. I should begin tailoring these, garments into something more befitting of my people. And it looks like Huna has another quest for me. Did pick up a lesser resolute. Same damage with this will, so.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Snowblind.
I know not what to do. We have been away from our kinsmen for too long now, and the chill of this place has overcome us all. With the orcs patrolling constantly, there remains little hope of our escape unless something can distract them. But I would not ask you to stand against them. Not yet. Before the others and I lost our way, we saw the glow of many torches in the distance. I knew well of the presence of the enemy in this wood, so we strayed far from their warmth. The orcs must feel this chill too. If you were to scout along the eastern edge of their roadway, perhaps we could learn more of their purpose here. Where are you? I would avoid traveling their path. Their numbers overwhelm even the hardiest of our warriors. Search the roadway for orc plans, any foes that they face, their leader, and destroy 6 torches. That's going to take me up by that orc camp, I do believe. I knew I was going to have to go there, which is why I didn't want to do it now. Oh crap, mournful. Let's get some distance. Alright, back off. Come on, die! Yes! Six.
6 tattered shadows. Wood trolls besiege the roadway, delaying the orcs. You have found no sign of the orc leader, but the largest among the force seems to know of him. It looks like what I need is down this way. And the orc plans are I'm almost on top of them. They're over here. The orcs appear to be transporting felled trees along the north road. Okay, let's head back. I've picked up all the information that I can. And it looks like I lost my cursor again.
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
Metalsmith. There's a tailor. Yeah, it's a recipe I need. Wildermore tailor. Don't need that. Woodworker and scholar. Do I need it? Yes, I do. One, two, agility, vitality. Oh, it's finesse. Yeah, I don't need finesse. So 6.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
You bring us good tidings, my friend. Any ill fortune that visits those creatures is all the better for us. Let us see how the orcs handle themselves now. The witches will find their troubles insurmountable without the warmth of their torches in this harsh climate. You may yet be able to stand against them, friend. If their carts are halted and they are beset by wood trolls, there can be no greater time to bring their screams to ruin. Let me ponder for a moment, for such dealings must be decided with haste.
It looks like I have a couple new quests. So I guess I'm not getting out of Wildermore anytime soon, eh?
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
The orcs' numbers are great, so are their troubles. Surely a leader of some sort must be among them, and it is he who must be found. Perhaps his orc carries some sort of plans or orders, brutish as their kind may be. The forces of the White Hand chose a strange place to stage their assault of Byre Tor and the other halls of my kin. I am curious what their purpose here might be. I must admit, I am fearful that it may be guarded by the strongest of his number. If we are to learn of the orc's purpose here, you must discover any missives he bears. But care must be taken lest you lay down your life foolishly. I would ask that you lure him from the road into the shadows, for it is there his death might go unnoticed. Take heed of my warning. We would surely be lost without your aid. Be safe, my friend. Defeat 2 overseers. And let's see what Leowold has to say.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Hornet tells me that you scouted the orcs' trail and came across their cots entrenched in the snowdrifts along the road. I suppose those monsters are having just as lovely time as we are. And do not confuse my amusement with sympathy, my friend. Those orcs deserve any trouble that visits them here, as nothing will be enough to avenge Byre Tor and the people that we have lost to them and the giant. Now then, about those cots. The orcs are already slowed, but you're a hardy hunter, are you not? If you can get close enough, set them ablaze. I should bring them to an utter halt. Alright, let's see what we can do. New quest, Stumbling in the Dark. Balewood slave drivers can be found along the orc roadway through the Balewood. The warg riders of the White Hand may have a great deal of trouble riding out the Balewood if they are tripped by the whips of their allies. So I need to collect 4 whips from the slave drivers. And there's a new quest right there. Orcs on Ice. Defeat warriors and pathfinders. The orcs of the Balewood set are a mighty force, and their numbers must be thinned if the Rohirrim are to seize the advantage. Go ahead and try this again. We'll start burning these carts. Whips of White Hand banners. Good. Hey, I'm new to the game. Do you know if I buy VIP and make the class a required VIP still came after my sub runs out? I think so. I'm not 100% sure. The reason why I can say that harshly is that I know, for instance, if you start off as a VIP and you, for instance, get access to fast travel, you can still fast travel to all of the places that you already know once your sub runs out. And I just defeated 100 Uruks in Wildermore. Now I have the new deed, which is the 200 level.
And that one granted me 5 LOTRO points. So to my knowledge, I do believe so, Krylov, but I'm not 100% certain. I'm fairly confident in it, but please don't hold me 100% to it. There's another cart. Might as well grab this backpack while I'm here. I said I might as well grab this backpack while I'm here. Here we go. Company. Alright, Shadow Axe should be able to take him out. There we go. 2 more tattered shadows. There we go. So I've completed Orcs on Ice. You've slain a significant number of orcs along the path. Their numbers will recover in time, but you've dealt them a harsh blow and slowed their assault. You have found a heavily armored orc of Isengard, who is certainly their leader. Him? That's him. Yeah, 1 hit, 1 kill. And he had a quest item on him. If an orc falls in the forest, does he scream? You pull a slightly damp missive from the orc's remains. You should look over the document for continuing your journey on into Balewood. Right into. This smudge missive contains an extensive list of resources demanded from Wildermore by Isengard. Among this list is an extreme amount of lumber, much needed material of a few Saruman's forces at Orthanc. Beneath the neatly written message, there appears to be a hastily scrawled note, a product of a far less trained hand. It reads, "Send the small ones to make the first cut. Too many trees attacking your force. If the tree moves, leave the small ones, flee, and find another. We lack the numbers and time for another incident. Never tell the wizard of this. Will not explain losing so many orcs while felling a tree. Do not wish to be the next slain. Sending hewers northeast of this position to a clearer area where the trees looked like trees. The wizard will have my head if we don't deliver the number to the forest edge soon. You should return to Huna and seek his counsel in this matter before continuing your assault against the Wayhand forces." And we need to head back south so that I can go ahead and... Well, we can do this off-road. I don't have to actually fight these guys again. I'd rather pick up a few of these, too. Alright, well, dang. Seems like I can't buy VIP through Steam. Just saw that. But yeah, the game is fun so far. How come you can't... I buy directly through LOTRO. So I go through the web page. That might, if that's possible, that might make it easier for you. Let's see. I need to go this way. I still need to tie off 2 more whips to banners. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it just says, we're sorry, no payment method is available for your country or currency. Kind of sucks like the balance on Steam already. I'm so sorry. I really, unfortunately, that's not something I can help with, so I'm sorry about that. And stumbling in the dark. You have cleverly employed the enemy's cruel implements against their riders. The White Hand will be slowed into their advance into Wildermore, lest more of them meet their end on the forest's icy floor. So we'll go ahead, freeze or burn. We'll talk to Leowold first.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Thank you for your aid. The orcs' resources have been stripped bare for now. We can only hope that it takes them much time to recover from the blow you have dealt them.
And we'll talk to Huna, right in 2.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
So you've returned after all. We were beginning to worry that the orcs... No matter. You are with us once more. That is all that matters. Does hope yet remain? Tell us of your journey.
And it looks like he has a new quest for me. It looks like a bunch of stuff here, including... Okay.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
That's fine. Just kind of funny. Never seen this in the other games before. Yeah, I know that Lord of the Rings is kind of unique about that. I wish I could help you. I'm really very sorry.
Well, what is this then? Trees against the orcs? Are you sure it speaks not of a tree like the one that battered the Uruk outside our cave? We've fared well against their number so far, that much is clear. Perhaps you should seek out these hewers and see if you can discover any of these trees that they mention. For my part, I would like to believe a tree is just a tree, but this forest teems with queer things. Beba, Leowold, and I are safe for now. We've enough to survive on, and the warmth of this fire soothes our ills. Worry not about following your charge, my friend. Seek out aid in the forest. I just hope you'll find it, for all of our sakes.
Ooh, I pick up a level 50 tracery. Alright, let's see. This is a bauble. Might, vitality, don't need. 2 woodworkers. We'll go ahead and use those real quick. 2 weaponsmiths. Use those. Scholar, I can definitely use that. No, I can't. How about this scholar? I can use that one. And we can go ahead and burn those off. 4, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright. So now I need to defeat Balewood Hewers. Let's see, where are they located? Oh, way up in the forest. I think this time we'll scout along the side of the road, mostly because I'm looking for more wood trolls, but also because I kind of like to avoid more of these orcs. Starting to get into the area where the hewers are. And there's a wood troll slayer. Defeated 80 of them. So the next one is 160. And that one is worth another 5 LOTRO points. I'm doing pretty good so far. Due north. Okay, I should start to see the hewers. There we go. That's probably one of them right there. Yep. Balewood Hewer. Go ahead and get buffed up here. There's another hewer. And another one. And the last one is right there. Search the hewn glade for the signs of horns or ents. Like I need to go that way. You have come upon a field strewn with the corpses of orcs and what appears to be the remains of an ent. Examine the fallen ent and orcs more closely. An ent lies slain among numerous orcs, one of which appears to be fleeing the battle. The grim scene before you unfolded very recently, but in the distance you can see deep tracks in the snow that can only be made by ents and a trail of more slain orcs leading deeper into the forest to the north. It appears the ents have fled to the north. You should seek them out before any more harm can visit them. Alright, so let's head north. Discovered Stonecliff, the wilds of Wildermore. Find 5 points of interest in the wilds of Wildermore. New title, Wayfarer of the Wild Lands, and some coin. Another 5 LOTRO points. Some days I collect a lot, some days I don't collect any. Today is one of those days where I collect a lot. And here they are. Morales and Titanhole. Very nice.
Not an orc, are you? Come to hack away at us, little one.
The ant raises the branch menacingly above its head before lowering it as you rush to store your weapons away.
No, I suppose not. We have lost a friend this day. I can only hope that we have gained another.
So what does Spiralis have to say?
Little one, I find the men outside the forest either say too much or far too little. So which is it for you? Too little then, I suppose? We shall see if that does not change. For a great many things have changed here. The forest has not been chilled such before. Yes, we have had winters, and the cold does yet come, but this goes far beyond a simple changing of the seasons. When Tidenoth and I awoke, nothing was as I remembered it. There were times when I and the other Ents conversed at length, for there was much to still say, and even more time to say it. But now, the Enting Hollow has frozen solid. Our enemy set to siege the forest. Leaflock slumbers, unable to tend to the horns. To be free of such problems, and to think of better times.
Talk to Boralis to hear more of his tale.
Come, we must travel to the Enting Hollow. Are you ready to follow, little one?
Sheltered from the evil that has taken hold of the forest, Baralas wishes to recall the days before Nurzum's coming, when the Ents once met at the Enting Hollow.
We have made it. This forest has become so unfamiliar to me since Nurzum returned. Ah, yes, he was here once before, little one, but then he was different. What he gained in might, he lost in compassion for the creatures of this realm. Let us walk, and I shall tell you more of Nurzum and the men of these lands. Walk with me. Look what has become of this forest. The orcs and the beast Nurzum have taken everything from us. The orcs and the beast, everything lively cold, struck cold and frozen. Even this pond, little one. We Ents once gathered here when the weather was fair, and we feared not so much the monsters in our midst. Such days were a brighter time. My memory of those times flows unrestrained, the only thing left untouched in this winter. Let me tell you of those days long past. I and the other Ents had gathered to meet at the Enting Hollow. So long has it been, my friends. Certainly has. Ah, Button and Dorn, how joyous that our paths cross again. Of course, to see you. Morales, Strongroot, Mossbeard, and Tietenholf. Tietenholf, your skin and slumbering through anything will never cease to abound me. Oh, I am dearly sorry, my friends. Some things never change. I, too, am glad to look upon all of you again. But the happenings in this forest have been troubling me as of late, as some of you surely know. Yes, indeed. Yes, but what have you say of them? I'm well aware of such things, Strongroot. The men have been coming closer to the forest. What of them? Mossbeard is right. These men have never risen against us. What have we to fear of them? Their horn and the noise it creates is proving a great trouble in the forest. It frightens the horns greatly, my friends. I doubt the men mean anything of it, save to protect themselves, being as tiny as they are. Would you not seek to do the same? The men will keep to themselves, and Leaflock shall manage as he has always done so. Perhaps, Mossbeard, but perhaps not. This horn you speak of does us little harm. Matters of the end should only concern Ents, and likewise for these men. Let us avoid such unneeded conflicts. You are right, Nindorn. Such things should not bring forth more trouble for us. My worries are eased. Eased? Dare you not speak of your other concerns, Strongroot? The stone giant who wandered about in our forest. Strongroot, you were not alone in seeing such a thing. I thought I was the only one who saw the giant come down from the Misty Mountains. He wandered long in our forest and journeyed to the lands of men before returning whence he came. As he fled, the horn sounding came again. He had suffered deep wounds, and I do not think he should be seen again for fear of what the men may do on his return. We should not abide a stone giant in the forest, though. Even with careful steps, so much life can be needlessly quelled. The giant's wounds were severe. This is a matter between him and the men. It is not our place to involve ourselves, Dusky. You're wrong, Morales. There are times when there's no choice but to act. And in your absence, I will. Even with our conflicts, such times were better. But come, let us leave these memories behind. And so, little hunter, you have heard all I wish to say on these matters. Let us return to Stonecliff. Such an open space is a perilous place to remain. Let us speak of other things. Oh dang, I forgot the Ents. I thought you did them already. Dang, this stream is probably going to end with the zone. Yeah, I'm afraid it probably is. I'll be wrapping things up shortly, and yeah, I'm going to be here for another stream. We'll go ahead and talk to Morales real quick, though. Duskleaf was right. I knew my mistake well once Nuzum carved his path under the canopy. I still hold out hope that the forest may be reclaimed, dim as it may be. The men in their horn had paled in comparison to such wanton destruction. Aside from Tietenholf, I have not seen the others since awakening. I cannot but help wonder what has become of them. I worry greatly for Duskleaf. He is quick to action, and if he dared stand against Nurzum, I fear what ours might have befallen him. If you would, let us talk of finding the others. It may be that you find such eagerness to aid us misplaced, or perhaps not. We shall see, little one. And it looks like I probably a bunch of traits that I can go ahead and spend here. How many? 15 points. I've already maxed out everything, so at this point it's just 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. But I do believe at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call an end to my stream here. So it looks like we are going to be in Wildermore for another stream, because I still have not quite finished yet. But I would like to thank everyone for joining me. Now, as a quick reminder, there will not be a stream this Friday, Sunday, or Monday, as I will be getting ready and at a gaming convention. I'll be going to DundraCon in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's going to be at the Santa Clara Marriott. If you're there, look me up. I'll be wearing this fedora right here. So if you see a strange guy with glasses and a fedora, come on up and say hello. Always want to meet people on my stream. Always want to meet people from my Discord server. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I will see you all very, very soon. Be safe and take care of yourselves, my friends. See you soon.